Good to see everyone. Sharon Payne, P. 38749. Representing Mr. Abdullah Mohammed.
Mr. Hawatma, how are you? Your name and your name. How you doing? Thanks for coming. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm that you will make a true and accurate translation in these proceedings between the court and the defendant and his lawyer and anybody else if I call in the prosecutor or whatnot.
I do.
All right. I have, first of all, counsel. And again, you speak Arabic.
Correct.
And he does not speak fluent English, correct, Ms. Payne?
That's correct.
All right. So for purposes of arraignment, does your client stand mute and waive formal reading? I have an A file, which is, I have a B file, which is leave the scene of a property damage accident. I have an A file, which is operating while intoxicated.
Your Honor, we've had an opportunity to pre-try this matter. The city has offered a reduced charge of operating while visibly impaired and failure to stop at a property. My client has been advised of his rights relative to a trial in both matters. And he has indicated he wishes to accept the plea offer from the city.
Is that what you want to do, sir? Okay, so wait for him to interpret, okay? If you plead guilty to operating while visibly impaired and guilty to failure to report a property damage accident, the prosecutor will move to dismiss, and I will dismiss the operating while intoxicated and to leave the scene of a property damage accident. If you plead guilty to operating while impaired, the possible penalties are as follows. Up to $300 in fines, 93 days jail, 360 hours community service, court costs, or all of those. 4 points will be added to your traffic record. Your license will be suspended or revoked in accordance with your record. And your vehicle could be or might have to be immobilized depending upon your record. Do you understand all of that?
I do.
If you plead guilty to failure to report, the possible penalties on that are up to $100 in fines, 90 days jail, costs, or all of those. No points would be assessed on your traffic record as a result of that plea and conviction. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And if you plead guilty to those charges, I do want you to understand, I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the operating while intoxicated and the leave the scene 6-point violation. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Did the interpreter read to you? Hang on one second. Did the interpreter read to you the advice of rights form?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you're going to be giving up all those rights, and we will not have a trial of any kind. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Any questions before we go on?
No.
To the charge of operating while visibly impaired, how do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
To the charge of failure to report a property damage accident, how do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
Were you operating a motor vehicle on October 16 of 25 at 10:08 p.m. on Telegraph near West in Brownstown Township?
Yes.
Prior to that, did you drink alcohol, and if so, what and how much? Several what? How many is several?
4 or 5.
Was your ability to operate that motor vehicle impaired due to the consumption of the alcohol?
Yes.
In what way?
Concentration.
Were you involved in an accident?
Yes.
What happened that caused the accident?
Can I let you, my client here?
Yeah, go ahead.
On October 16th, 2025, you were driving your truck, correct? And you came to an intersection, correct? In the city of Fountain, and you were turning left, and you turned left in the path of an ongoing car, correct?
Yes, I did.
And did that occur, that accident, at least in part because of your alcohol consumption, do you feel?
Yes.
And after the accident, did you leave the scene of the accident without calling the police and remaining on the scene?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole? Anybody force you to plead guilty or promise you anything to induce you to plead guilty other than a dismissal of the operating while intoxicated and leave the scene?
No.
And again, to the charge failure to report a property damage accident, I'm sure I asked you that, but I want to ask you again, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Yes. Guilty.
All right, I'm going to accept your plea to failure to report, accept your plea to operating while impaired. They've been made voluntarily and understandingly and are accurate. The OWI is dismissed. The leave the scene is dismissed. I'm going to refer you as required by law for a screening and assessment. You're going to be screened and assessed today. You're going to be sentenced at a later time. All right. So I'm going to refer him for a screening and assessment. He's got a prior in 2011, true, out of Ohio. $1,500 personal bond. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate a law. And by the way, counsel, you stipulate that the blood result was accurate, 0.131.
Correct, we would stipulate that.
I'll accept the plea to operating while impaired, accept the plea to failure to report, dismiss the OWI, dismiss the, leave the scene, refer you for a screening and assessment, $1,500 personal bond. no alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any one of those. You have to attend AANA at least once a week. He was never fingerprinted in this case. He has to go over also as a condition of his bond to the Brownstown Police Department by 1 p.m. today to be fingerprinted and photographed. I'm going to give you a sentence date. You'll go down the hall. They're going to fax over the order to Brownstown. I'm sorry, I'm going too fast. My apologies. I'm going to give him an order for prints. They're going to give him one down the hall. Actually, they're going to fax it over to Brownstown or email it. He's going to go down, get his court date, which I'll make sure is good with you now. Then he'll go over to probation. He will fill out a questionnaire and be interviewed. He has to go to AANA at least one time per week. That has to be in person. And again, he has to go over to Brownstown by 1 p.m. today. Okay?
Did he get his part?
No, we're going to give it to you now and make sure it's good with you. What date do you have for me, Heather?
February 11th at 8:45.
February the 11th at 8:45.
That's,
Is that all right or not?
that's not.
Okay. What you want to do, what do I have the following week, Heather?
The 17th is good.
I have to do it on when Brownstown's here because there could be a claim for restitution.
It would be, we have February 25th next. We could do we're pretty open. So if at what time works for her?
I'll do 9:30 for you, right? You can't do the 26th?
18th.
25th,
26th or 5th?
5th, 2/5.
Five.
Not do 2/5.
Oh, boy. Okay. Do I have another Brownstown docket day in February?
Oh, you know what, Judge? I'm sorry. We do, we have the 19th.
How about the night?
It's good.
Okay, so we'll do the 19th and that'll be at 9:30. Okay, that's what you wanted, right? So February 19th at 9:30. And they'll give you all the paperwork down the hall. I am going to hand you, counsel, the bond sheet right now for your client. And you can get the court date down the hall. Okay?
I think you're under.
Have a great day. And make sure he goes across the hall to probation. And we'll have to get the interpreter again, Heather. Okay?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. Have a great day. Good luck.
Thank you.
Carlton Thomas Johnson, 25B149959.